Okay, so we're up to day number 21, which is b'miyut tzchok, minimizing laughter. So a man's riding his motorcycle on a long, windy mountain road and loses control and he flies off a cliff. And as he's sailing through the air, he says, "God, save me!" And just at that moment, he gets grabbed up by a branch that's sticking out of a tree, and he's dangling hundreds of feet above the ground. There's no way out, so he looks heavenward and he says, "God, please save me." So a voice comes out from heaven and says, "Do you trust me, my beloved son?" "Yes, God, I trust you. Just please save me." "Okay, then," says the booming voice. "Let go of the branch and I'll catch you." So the guy looks around, he thinks for a moment, and then he says, "Is there anyone else up there?" Right? So laughter is a powerful tool. The Gemara says, the Talmud says that when Rabbah, great sage Rabbah, used to start lecturing his students in a serious topic, he would start with a joke. Laughter snaps us out of melancholy and distractions and kind of gives us a fresh frame of mind to pay attention, to focus. Now, laughter generally comes from seeing the absurdity of life, the unexpected pie in the face, the businessman slipping on a banana peel, the toddler wearing big dad's shoes, or a cat playing the piano, right? Avram named his son Yitzchak, which means he will laugh, because the sheer existence of Yitzchak was an absurdity, right? We know that our mother Sarah had no womb and she was 90 years old when she had him, right? Just his very existence was cause for laughter, right? So the first way to use laughter is to laugh at the insanity that surrounds us. Laugh at the craziness of being glued to a smartphone all hours of the day, or the absurdity of people wasting their lives chasing, money and material possessions when they have all they need and then some. Laugh at evil, laugh at worshiping of artificial values, laugh at the ridiculous ways that people waste time, watching transfixed as candy comes down their screens or the TikTok videos scroll. Right? So number one of this is put life in perspective. So try poking fun at your own hangups and idiosyncrasies. When our situation is ridiculous, a person has 3 PhDs and has no job, laughing at the absurdity of the situation helps keep the problem in proportion. So laughing at your problems obviously doesn't mean ignoring the problem itself. Of course, you have to tackle it. But laughter allows you to put the problem in perspective and kind of get out a little bit of the self-pitying moments. Number two of this is to use it to diffuse the tension. Why is it that people in an amusement park haunted house, giggle as they go through the dark tracks and then laugh out loud when the ghost jumps out at them? Because laughter releases tension. It dispels stress and pressure and puts you in a more relaxed mood. So use laughter to consciously break tension in yourself and others. Everybody has worries today. What's going on in the Middle East, in Israel, what's going on here in the United States, the uncertainty of the economy. It makes us very uptight. If you can use laughter to dispel that, it's a very powerful tool. When you're in an argument, right, use laughter to dispel the tension in the room, and it puts everybody involved at ease. Even just feigning laughter can help lift your spirits and relax you. So remind yourself of a good joke, of a punchline, and just start laughing. Even when you don't feel like it, the laughter can reduce your level of tension. Number three of this is, obviously, laughter can also be a very, very destructive tool, right? So one way that laughter can be destructive, A of this, is ridiculing others. Laugh with people, not at them. Ridiculing someone embarrasses them and makes them feel worthless. So the next time someone does something funny, make sure that you're directing the laughter at the funny thing they did and not encompassing the person into that laughter. Also, never laugh at someone else's worries, right? To them, it's very real, and your sense of levity at their problems will only make them feel worse. B of this is cynicism, right? Don't ridicule serious subjects. Cynicism, sarcasm are destructive forces that strip away the meaningfulness of meaningful ideas and causes. Don't mock someone's idealism. Someone, is giving up material pursuits in order to serve the needs of others. Don't snicker and say nice guys finish last, right? That reduces what they're doing to something insignificant. So cynicism obviously has very detrimental impact. C of this is excessive laughter is dangerous. Don't use it as an escape, right? Deciding to refresh your batteries and alleviate some tension through humor has a purpose, but laughing to avoid responsibility and engage in endless frivolity obviously is harmful. So number 3 of Miyitzchok is laughter and Hashem, right? So on a deeper level, laughter tells us how Hashem interacts with this world. What is the official Jewish day of laughter? It's Purim. Now, it's a little strange, right? Purim is about the potential annihilation of the whole Jewish people, right? But it's the incongruity, it's the recognition of how in one moment, or over a series of moments, Hashem took what was potentially our worst ever nihilistic event and turned it on its head and basically took out Haman and all of his henchmen, right? Creates a sense of mirth, a sense of laughter, a sense of elation that really encompasses a recognition of the way Hashem interacts with this world, right? It says, when we talk about the times of Mashiach, it says, Oz Yemale Schek Pinu, then our mouths will be filled with laughter. Why? Because at that point we'll see the totality of Hashem's plan and we'll find that all the things that we thought were one way were actually the other way. The incongruity of it, right? The oppositeness of it is what will cause that endless stream of incredible laughter to bellow out of us, right? So this is a way to understand how to interact with Hashem and a way to understand the true depth of what laughter is for us. So a couple of applied wisdom ideas. 1, collect a few jokes to have at hand when you need to ease tension. It's a good thing to do. Number 2 of this is find something that's out of whack in society. Jerry Seinfeld was amazing at finding these things, right, that warrants laughing at, right, in real life. And then number 3 is, find places where you find yourself being cynical and figure out why it is that you're choosing to denigrate something that's real and turn it around. Avoid doing it.